at noon starts right now.
It's the big story of the day. If you're ready to get out there and cast your ballot, you can do that right now. Today is the first day of early voting. We're going to have some stories for you all throughout the day, making sure you know exactly what you need to do, what you can and can't wear, who will be on the ballot. So that's why we wanted to start by showing you this. On KSAT.com, we have worked extensively for months on building this website for you to make sure you need to know what to do when you go to the polls and make sure it goes smoothly. So if you take a look at this is our Vote 2024 section of KSAT.com. We've got all of the races on the ballot, a lot of previews. We have links to sample ballots. You can also check your voter registration on this page and take a look at the list of early voting locations. There's a list and a map. So even if you're not ready to vote today, scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen right now and bookmark the page so you have all of the information handy when you do cast your ballot.
And check this out. You can also find this on our site. This year, it's going to be easier for the deaf community to have their voices and their hands heard. So take a look at your screen. The 5 locations you see in Bexar County, you will have access to a live sign language interpreter available through a video screen. It is thanks to a collaboration between the county and DeafLink. And a reminder, be patient when you're waiting in line. Today, one of our crews tells us that the Northside Activity Center people had to wait a couple of hours to cast their ballots today because of those long lines.
All right, the elections office says 13,000 people have already voted. They'll provide another update later this afternoon. We'll have the latest for you online and in our newscasts.
Good weather outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're out there waiting in line, it's not too shabby.
Here's the thing. All weekend long, people were coming up to me, hey, the weather's great. The weather's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. We just really need rain. Like, we're starting to hurt badly for rainfall. Temperatures right now in the mid-70s, feels wonderful. 76 in San Antonio, 73 in Del Rio, 81 in Carrizo Springs, 77 in Gonzales. If you're planning on maybe heading out later today, perhaps early voting, just know that it's going to be pretty pleasant. 86 for the high temperature today, and then this evening temperatures are going to fall into the 70s. We'll be at 70 degrees by about midnight. Here's the thing that I was mentioning, though. For the past 30 days, we're in a pretty major rainfall deficit. About 2 to 4 inches of rain we should have by in the last 30 days, 2 to 4 additional inches of rain. Last 30 days, we've seen maybe a trace of rain at the airport. In other neighborhoods, maybe a couple hundredths of an inch of rainfall. How long has this stretch of zero rainfall been, and is there anything in our latest history that could show if we're going to see anything different? I've got those details coming up in a bit. Courtney.
All right, thank you so much, Sarah. New details today after an argument about street parking led one neighbor to allegedly shoot another. Police now tell us the person with those gunshot wounds has died.
And officers still have not found the person who pulled the trigger. This all started around 11 yesterday morning near Loop 410 and Rigsby Avenue on the city's east side. Police tell us that neighbors were arguing over that parking in the street in front of a house before one of them pulled out a weapon and shot the other.
The 47-year-old victim was shot at least 4 times in the chest and died at a local hospital. Officers say the suspect took off before they even got there.
Well, in this news, San Antonio police are trying to track down a driver after a hit and run on the city's west side. This happened near South Laredo and North Zarzamora just after 11 last night. Police say the victim was sitting on a curb when the driver hit him. Officers tell us the driver did not stop to help that 46-year-old victim. Police also tell us when they find that driver will be charged with collision causing serious bodily injury. San Antonio police are also hoping you can help them track down the person who killed a man on the far northeast side of Bexar County. Police say 20-year-old Eric Mendoza was shot several times on Village Path, that is near Loop 410 and Ritterman Road, in October of 2010. Now, we are told that people in the area heard several gunshots and the sounds of a vehicle speeding off. Witnesses say they saw his truck hit several vehicles before coming to a stop. Mendoza died at the scene. So if you have any information on that suspect, you are asked to call San Antonio Crime Stoppers. That's 210-224-7867, or you can leave a tip on their website, sacrimestoppers.com. It's now been 2 weeks since Suzanne Simpson last was seen. The mother of 4 was last spotted walking away from her Olmos Park home by a neighbor. She was with her husband, Brad Simpson, who has been jailed on domestic violence charges, however, not in connection with her disappearance. Several agencies have searched many different places for Suzanne, but no evidence has turned up yet. Investigators are zeroing in on the wooded area around Olmos Park after spending much of last week searching for her at a landfill in southeast Bexar County.
That's why Olmos Park Police still needs your help. If you know anything that could help investigators find Suzanne, give them a call. On your screen, 3 numbers you can use to contact the Olmos Park Police Department. All of this information also on our website, KSAT.com. All right, take a look at this. Surveillance video captured the moment a helicopter crashed into a Houston communications tower, killing 4 people.
As ABC's Rena Roy reports, the crash happened in a residential neighborhood, scattering debris everywhere.
Massive flames engulfing this neighborhood in Houston, Texas, after a helicopter crashed into a radio tower just before 8 p.m. Sunday.
All units respond to the helicopter crash.
Police say all 4 people on board, including a child, were killed.
It looked like a crane or like a radio tower. It looked like it was hit, and it got bright orange, like it flamed.
This is surveillance video from a home nearby. You can see a small light. That's the helicopter coming from the right, then a bright ball of light as the helicopter hits the tower. Moments after impact, you can see pieces of the tower crashing to the ground. Investigators say the private helicopter took off from a nearby airfield and may have flown into a cable, ultimately taking down the 1,200-foot tower.
As it crumbled down, you heard everything shake. And when it shook, you saw the smoke come around.
Police say no one on the ground was hurt and no homes were damaged, but the debris was scattered across several blocks. Authorities are now asking the public to keep an eye out for rubble.
Obviously, we're in daylight now, so people that live in this area are going to discover more debris. Officers will coordinate with the proper authorities for removal of any debris.
And that was ABC's Rena Roy. Well, locally, another edition of Mascot Monday, and we're headed to Alamo Heights. RJ Marquez has the story for us still ahead.
And it is almost time for another time change. How you can plan ahead to help yourself adjust to that change. Well, it is that time of year again where we gain back that hour that we lost during daylight saving time.
And even though a lot of us are happy with what seems like an extra hour of sleep, a lot of people need a little extra prep to adjust to the time change.
When it's dark, we want to sleep. When it's light, we want to get up and get on with our day.
Division Chief for Pulmonary Sleep at Christus Children's Hospital, Luis Giles, says that we all have a circadian rhythm, and that rhythm is based on sunlight. So getting physically adjusted can be challenging, especially for students.
If our sleep time is later, our wake up time is later. But unfortunately, that doesn't work with school, right? We still have to get up at that early time in the morning. It can be a little bit rough for a few days, just trying to get used to the new time to wake up at.
Same goes for teachers, who may also have to be a little more patient in the classroom.
Some kids could just become, for lack of a better word, a hot mess because of the time change. And the teachers are not only trying to teach, they're trying to deal with the emotional impact or the mental impact of that 1 hour time change.
That needed patience goes for parents as well, especially if they have children who are very schedule based.
Especially kids who might be on the autism spectrum scale, or kids who are neurodivergent, and kids who basically really need that schedule. It can really play havoc with their mental health and how they're feeling.
Giles says that a way to prepare for this adjustment, start adjusting your clocks days before the time change happens.
So you want to just do that 15-minute time changes. The trick is to be very, very consistent.
Another way is to use light and dark to your advantage.
If it's dark when you're waking up, put on a light or get some kind of a alarm.
Last but not least, have grace for each other.
We all have to give each other a little bit of slack for a couple of days after the time change happens. And remember this, be kind to everybody.
Daphne Gray, KSAT 12 News.
I like when it's dark. It lets the kids know it's dark, it's bedtime. And for you morning folks,
A little bit.
it gets lighter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I go to bed at like 7 p.m. and it's really nice when it's really dark outside by then too.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. But yeah, pretty soon I'll be having a kid and not really caring.
Sleep won't matter soon, Sarah.
It won't. Molds are low and the pollen count in ragweed is low too. As we take a look at the aquifer, this is bad news. It's down 0.7 of a foot in the last 24 hours. We are hurting for rain. In fact, the last day of measurable rain in San Antonio was September 5th. And we're staying dry. No rainfall in the next 7 days. And warm all week with highs near 90. Any potential beyond the next 7 days for rain? Details ahead.
Well, it has been pleasant. I do appreciate those fall-like temperatures like I think a lot of people do at home, but you're right, we haven't had any rain.
No, and it can be deceiving, right? Because we think of the summer as the very hot and dry period of time within our weather, but honestly, this is the time that we should be getting a lot of rain to prepare for a dry winter, and we just have not seen it. In fact, September 5th was our last day of measurable rainfall at the San Antonio International Airport, measurable rainfall being anything greater than a trace of rain. Now, September and through October are our rainy season typically, also May and June. But September through October is when we typically see a lot of rain. And I was combing through the data. You know, data has been, reliable weather data for San Antonio has been taken since 1885. And for the time period from September 5th, our last day of measurable rain, to today, we are the driest on record. 139 years. So this is abnormally dry for us for this time of year. And I'm looking ahead and it is just hard to see any chance for rain. Certainly within the next 7 days, but potentially within the next 10 days as well. No rain chances in the forecast. And when you consider that we're expected to be in a weak La Nina winter, that typically means we're drier than average or we see below average precipitation. Now that doesn't mean it's not going to rain at all over the winter months. It certainly will at some point, but we expect below average rainfall generally throughout the months of winter because of La Nina. Now, that is not great news for the ongoing drought situation. But as Stephanie was mentioning, at least the weather is pretty pleasant. Yes, it's a little bit warmer than average, but it is dry and pleasant and sunny. And this weekend felt pretty great. 76 in San Antonio, 78 in Seguin, 79 in New Braunfels, and 76 in Canyon Lake. It's 77 in Uvalde right now and 78 in Pleasanton. Dew points are pleasantly low. They're coming down a little bit. Dew points in the 50s right now. So as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon, it shouldn't be too humid out there, and we'll be reaching a high temperature of 86 with mostly sunny skies and a mild evening with temperatures falling into the 70s. 86 will be the high in San Antonio. And take a look at your map though, because it's not just warm in San Antonio. Look all the way up to Minneapolis. 82 degrees for the high in Minneapolis and 82 in Chicago. This is much warmer than average for those folks up there across the Midwest, and just a couple of degrees cooler than where we're going to be today here in South Central Texas. Ridge of high pressure system is bringing that heat to most of the nation. Meanwhile, we've got a low pressure system across areas near Kansas. This is only producing a little bit of rain, and that low is going to be moving up and out of the way to the north while that high settles over Texas. High means dry. Any rainmakers are going to be way far to the north of San Antonio and for Texas for that matter. And so as you look at rainfall potential in the next 7 days, you have to go all the way up to Oklahoma City to see some rain, and you got to go all the way down to the valley near Brownsville to see any rain whatsoever for our nation. So it is going to be dry here in San Antonio, and temperatures on top of that are going to be pushing 90. So that is pretty warm for this time of year. In fact, I wanted to look at when typically do we see the last 90-degree day of the year. I've got that answer coming up for you. At least mornings will be pleasant, and it's not going to be majorly humid for the remainder of the week and into the weekend. But yeah, guys, I mean, hurting for rain. Isn't that crazy?
139 years.
For the stretch of September 5th until now.
Right.
So, yeah. It's never been this dry over our record from those dates. Impressive.
That wasn't the number I was expecting you to say. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, and also coming up, I'll have a look at how many days it's been since we've seen rain and the longest stretches of without rainfall for us in general too.
Gotcha. Well, we hope we get rain soon.
Yeah.
All right, another week, another mascot. It's Mascot Monday. RJ Marquez went over to Alamo Heights to meet the students who stir up school spirit for the Mules.
Well, the Spurs are officially back on the court later this week with 2 games lined up. So year 2 of the Victor Wembanyama era will start Thursday night on the road. Tip-off is at 6:30 p.m. against the Dallas Mavericks. And the Spurs home opener happening Saturday night against the Houston Rockets at 7:30, of course, at Frostbank Center. Speaking of the Spurs, a former San Antonio Spur will replace another as a new boys basketball coach at TMI Episcopal. So in a social media post yesterday afternoon, TMI named former Phoenix Suns and Detroit Pistons head coach Monty Williams as the program's new head coach. So Williams, who will coach his son Elijah, is replacing Spurs legend Bruce Bowen. So Williams, who coached the Suns into the NBA Finals in 2021 and won NBA Coach of the Year in 2022, played for the Spurs from 1996 to 1998.
This week's Mascot Monday highlights Alamo Heights, where there's some girl power behind the Mules. RJ Marquez introduces us to the 2 girl students who wear the costume and bring that Mule spirit to Alamo Heights events.
Well, guys, it's time for another Mascot Monday, and we are at Alamo Heights High School for one of my favorite mascots throughout the San Antonio area. We are talking about Caledonia. She is the Alamo Heights Mule. And joining me right now is Addie and Betty. They are the 2 students that kind of go back and forth and dress up as the Alamo Heights Mules.
I personally have only been at 2 years, but I kind of went back and forth between cheer and the mascot. And then Betty here has been doing it all 4 years of high school.
Talk to us a little bit about the school spirit that you guys bring to different Alamo Heights athletic events.
It just brings so much life, especially to the kids here. They love the Mule. They love giving Callie hugs. They love blowing Callie kisses. Callie has always been a girl. She loves her cheer uniform. She loves her different dresses in her closet. She has different shoes.
What do you say when people ask about Callie being a girl?
So we have a little saying about the mule part, but we're not a horse, we're not a donkey, we're the mules and we get funky.
5, defense 5, get louder!
What does Callie do to get the crowd going at football games?
We have these cymbals that will bang pretty loudly, getting people riled up. And we have a scooter. We ride the scooter around and it gets people pretty happy. Our mule is 4-fingered. So when you do the Alamo Heights mules, you put these 2 fingers down, but it's easy to just do it with her 3 fingers. It's a great day to be a mule.
Thank you very much, Addie and Betty. They are both Caledonia, the Alamo Heights Mule. One more time.
You know we love that girl power.
Yes, that's
we
so
love
cute.
The girl power.
Different outfit changes. Very cute.
We're a fan of that. Alamo Heights got the Mule nickname from former head coach Earl Mule Frazier, who led the football team to a first district championship in 1926 and lent Alamo Heights its mascot.
However, Kaylee has actually been around since the 1940s, and she has always been represented by a girl student as a spirit leader and a goodwill ambassador for Alamo Heights High School.
Girl power. All right, election season is now in full swing, and voters across the Lone Star State are showing up to the polls. Hear from some local voters about why they were up early to cast their ballots. That's in the next half hour. Another migrant caravan may be on its way to the U.S. border. That's according to CNN. It's reporting the group left southern Mexico yesterday. CNN reports its team was able to speak to members of the caravan who told them they hope to get to the border from Chiapas. The group includes people from several different countries and various ages. People in the group say they left their hopes they left in hopes of finding a better economic opportunity and safe living situations for their families. It's not clear how big the group is. So far, Mexican officials have not addressed the caravan, but in the past, they have intercepted such groups before they can make it to the U.S. and offered them alternatives.
Well, the final sprint is on with just over 2 weeks until Election Day. Vice President Kamala Harris hits 3 battleground states today, with Liz Cheney visiting Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. On Sunday, Harris campaigned in Georgia. In the meantime, former President Trump will be in battleground North Carolina today, holding a rally in Asheville, which was recently devastated by Hurricane Helene. With 15 days until Election Day, North Carolina is critical to the Electoral College map for both Trump and Harris. Now, Trump campaigned in Pennsylvania on Sunday, capping off the day at a Pittsburgh Steelers game. And reminder, early voting is now underway in Texas. Of course, we have all that information on KSAT.com. And early voting in the presidential election is happening right now all across Texas. And the Bexar County Elections Department says it is ready for the just under 1.3 million registered voters in the county to make their voices heard.
Our Devin Karp spent his morning at the polls hearing about what issues are most important to voters this year and why they decided to get a head start with casting their choices.
Thrilled to see so many here on the first day. That's what a democracy is.
At polling sites across Bexar County, you'll find long lines and a lot of passion.
We live in a country where we have a lot of people that have fought and died for the right to vote. So for me, it's personal.
Early voting in Texas started today, and 51 locations across Bexar County are ready for voters to come and make their voice heard.
It's thrilling.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's thrilling. I'm thrilled.
From issues like women's rights to taxes, the economy, and immigration, these voters may all believe in different candidates and causes, but say getting out early is key.
They make the amenities easy for people. You know, they have places I'm sure they can sit. It's cool. They do what they can, because sometimes the lines are very long. I've been in lines long. I've been in lines that just come and go.
Bexar County election officials say there's just under 1.3 million registered voters in the county, and they recommend reading a sample ballot online, showing up to the polls with an ID card, and being prepared to wait. You'll vote on an electronic system that's similar to an ATM machine, and 5 locations this year will have sign language interpreters. You'll have until November 1st to make your early vote. For some voters like Irene, she's happy to see so many people like her ready to make their voice heard and wants to make sure young people especially get their ballots in.
We also set the example for the younger generation that they need to do the same.
I'm Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
I think Courtney said it earlier, at least people waiting in line got to be out in the nice weather this morning.
It feels great, especially in the mornings, guys. That's when it feels really nice. But even outside right now, temperatures are in the mid-70s with humidity falling. I mean, yes, it feels amazing. It's kind of deceiving how nice the weather is because we are so dry and in desperate need of rain. It's 76 in San Antonio, New Braunfels 79, 76 in Del Rio, Bernie at 75, and Kerrville at 79. Hey, take a look at what high temperatures are going to do the next couple of days. We're going to be pushing close to 90 degrees, almost 10 degrees above average for this time of year. Average high is 81. So it begs the question, when is our average last 90-degree day in San Antonio for the year? Well, typically over the last 30 years, that has occurred by the 18th of October. So 3 days ago. That's the 30-year average for the last 90-degree days. So we may hit 90 degrees this week with that forecast high right around 89. Of course, we'll keep you posted. And looking ahead, I'm just not seeing any major cool fronts that could help to cool us below that. But coming up, we are going to talk about how drought has really started to spread over south central Texas. And if you were impressed by the fact that we're in our driest stretch for 139 years, you might be impressed in knowing how many days we have been in drought in Bexar County. Details coming up.
All right, thanks, Sarah. Well, the Girl Scouts of the USA are raising membership dues 160% over the next 2 years. The National Council voted to hike prices from $25 to $45 in 2026. In 2027, dues again will increase, and that's to $65 per scout. That's still a smaller increase than the $85 originally proposed. Membership dues are the organization's largest source of revenue. In 2023, they generated $38 million from nearly 2 million members. But the Girl Scouts organization has faced cash flow problems stemming from the pandemic, inflation, and changing consumer behaviors.
Well, some X users are up in arms after the social media company changed its terms of service to let its AI train on everyone's posts. On X, artists and others in creative roles are concerned about their work being used to train computers that could someday replace human creators entirely. Other users say they are concerned about personal information in their tweets being used that way. The terms say any users who continue to use X on November 15th will be agreeing to the updated terms. It's not clear at this point if users can opt out of their posts being used to train AI.
Well, the Biden administration is proposing what it calls the most significant expansion of contraception coverage under the Affordable Care Act. It would give easier access to over-the-counter contraception such as Plan B, spermicide, and Opill. Right now, most private health care plans cover the cost of contraception, but they often require a prescription. The new rule would eliminate the need for that prescription. Insurers would also have to cover all FDA-approved drugs and drug-led combination products. According to a White House official, this proposed rule would affect about 52 million women.
Well, the House task force investigating the first assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump has released its interim report. That report was based on 23 interviews with local law enforcement officials who attended the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. They detailed the lack of communication and security failures as the chaotic event unfolded. The bipartisan task force concluded that the shooting was preventable and should not have happened. Lawmakers will issue a final report on the findings by mid-December, including any recommendations. A Homeland Security independent panel previously called for a complete overhaul of Secret Service leadership.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing 7 new civil lawsuits. They're from 3 women and 4 men and filed in New York today. The suits allege rape, sexual assault, sexual harassment, and more at Combs' parties. In one claim, other celebrities are accused of participating as well, though it's unclear who. Most of the plaintiffs accuse Combs of drugging them.
Well, it is a popular baby product, baby walkers. Industry experts say that they are getting safer, why advocates say that is not enough, and why they say the risk that comes with using them is still too great. Well, now to an important warning about a popular baby product called baby walkers. They are marketed as a way to help infants move around.
Well, unfortunately, as Patty Santos reports, baby walkers have been linked to thousands of injuries and even deaths.
For years, baby walkers have been a popular choice for parents looking to help their little ones move and explore. Jessie Usueta, seen here with her 2 baby cousins in baby walkers, used one as a baby herself. Her siblings have gotten it for their children.
Family members would always get baby walkers for our family members. Like, even without asking, they were like, oh, you should get a baby walker.
What Jessie's family didn't know, and many parents still don't, is that over just 1 4-year period, sit-in baby walkers were linked to an average of 3,000 injuries per year and 8 deaths.
The most common injuries were babies falling out of their walkers or down the stairs, causing injuries to their hands and faces, contusions, abrasions, and even internal organ injuries.
That's why Canada banned them 20 years ago. The American Academy of Pediatrics says baby walkers should never be used.
Parents don't realize how fast babies can move in walkers. They can travel multiple feet per second. And it isn't just the risk of falling downstairs, but also other hazards like increased access to stoves or pools.
Despite repeated recalls, updated safety standards, and expert warnings, baby walkers continue to be sold in the U.S. Hispanic consumers are almost twice as likely as non-Honduran consumers to have purchased a baby walker in the last 6 months.
It's more of a tradition, I think, for our family, since everyone always had one.
The Juvenile Products Manufacturers Association and industry trade group responded in a statement to Consumer Reports saying, in part, baby walkers in the U.S. today include a number of design improvements and safety features that have made them, like all baby products, safer than at any other time. But many safety advocates, including Consumer Reports, says the risk of injury or even death is too great. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
In addition, studies also show children who use baby walkers may not get enough practice standing up on their own, and it could actually make it harder for them to walk independently.
It's been pretty even, like our walks to the parking lot. Because usually, like in the middle of the summer, I don't even like going to my car. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I can go to my car. No
I don't
biggie.
need it that bad. Whatever's in
right.
the car.
It'll just wait.
It's warm, but it's not as hot as summer, thank goodness. And I think that's about the most positive we can be about the forecast. Warm, pleasant, but it is still very dry. Molds are low at 140, and here's some more good news. Ragweed is no longer in the moderate category. It's low at 30. That is very good news. Aquifer, unfortunately, down 0.7 of a foot. Rain remains elusive. In our forecast, drought is likely to expand too. Those details coming up.
So it sounds like you guys on the weekend morning shift were being way more positive than Mia and I were about
What do you mean?
the weather. We were complaining that it's still hot at all.
It's
the weather's warm but beautiful.
Because when they go in, it's still cool.
Yeah, I was a lot more negative. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to call myself out. I was really upset about it. Like, it should be cold. I want my sweaters.
It will eventually, Courtney, but we may just have to wait until like November, December.
This was my gripe.
See, okay, well, I'll round you out with some positivity.
There you go.
But I am starting our forecast with a depressing graphic.
See, here we go. Just lean in.
Here we go. Okay, it's been 45 days without measurable rain. All right, that's consecutive days. This is the longest stretch without rain since 1996. So earlier I was talking about how from September 5th to today, October 21st, it's our longest stretch during that time frame on record. But when you consider the entire year, the longest stretch we've had without rain, it was 63 days in 1993. So this is still impressive, especially for this time of year, to be going 45 days without measurable rain. And the drought situation is expanding and becoming worse, not just for San Antonio and for our viewing area, but across Texas. West Texas still in exceptional drought, parts of North Texas now in extreme drought, and Bexar County in severe drought right now. In fact, here's another impressive stat. Using my air quotes, you can see again, we've got extreme drought for parts of the hill country. But Bexar County, it has been 1,022 days since Bexar County was considered drought free. January 4th of 2022 is the last time that Bexar County was considered drought free. And in our forecast, there is little to no chance for rain. We've got high pressure system kind of dominating the forecast. Any rainmakers are too far to the north. There's some rain up in Kansas right now around this area of low pressure. That's going to continue to move to the north as high settles over. High means dry. And any other rainmakers that happen over the next several days are going to be way too far to the north to produce rain. So when we look at rainfall potential through the next 7 days through Sunday, it's going to stay dry, not only in San Antonio, but across a good portion of Texas. There could be some rain near Brownsville and the Rio Grande Valley, but most of Texas is going to stay dry this week. And so drought will likely expand. No rain chances in our forecast over the next 7 days. And even beyond that, it's very hard to see anything other than maybe a sprinkle or two that would give us some rain in the next 10 to 14 days. Right now outside, though, it does look beautiful. We'll turn a little bit more to the positive side. It feels good outside. It's 76. Dew points are in the 50s, so there's not a ton of humidity out there this afternoon. It's 81 already in New Braunfels, 81 in Pleasanton, 77 in Del Rio, 79 in Kerrville, and 77 in Eagle Pass. Again, dew points starting to come down. We've started to enter into that weather pattern where in the morning it's just a little bit muggy, even though it feels good outside. And then by the afternoon, humidity comes down and it feels pretty pleasant during the hottest part of the day. And the hottest part of the day will be 87 in New Braunfels, 87 in Seguin, 88 in Poteet, 88 in Pleasanton, low 80s across the hill country. Looking ahead to our forecast, pushing 90 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Usually by now we've seen our last 90-degree day, but we could see a few more in our forecast ahead. And again, those mornings will be pleasant, even though mild and not necessarily needing a sweater. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Well, there is a new spot in town letting you pour your creativity into pottery.
Today, SA Live's Jen Tobias-Drusky takes you to Color Me Mine for some fun, spooky art.
Pottery painting party here at Color Me Mine, Heidner Oaks. I am joined by Lynn Copeland, the co-owner here, and I'm so excited to be here. You've got the full Halloween display, right?
I do, yes, absolutely. So obviously September leads into October, Halloween month, and so we ensured to stock up on all of our Halloween goods.
It is time, right?
It's time.
It is time.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
so first let's talk about what this place is all about.
Awesome. So Color Me Mine started in California in '91, and then since then we've grown to about 150 franchises worldwide. My wife and I started working for corporate, and at that time we decided this is a great opportunity for me and my wife to invest in one. So we opened one in San Antonio. There's no other one close to us other than close ones in Houston area. Wow. And we absolutely love what we do. You come in, you pick your piece, you paint, you leave it with us, we fire it, and you come pick it back up.
You make the process so easy.
Yes, ma'am.
And
absolutely.
we go big in Texas, right? Obviously.
Bigger
Love
the better.
Hat. Love
Absolutely.
the hat. You can't miss them. Okay,
No.
so you're going to show me a few techniques. Obviously, we've got some items here, so there's quite the selection
Absolutely.
that you can pick from. What are you working on over there?
So right now we were working on a multicolored coffee mug, standard coffee mug, and we're actually going to do a silk screen, which is my favorite technique for sure. We have 19 techniques to choose from here at the studio. So all we're going to do is simply put your piece on here. We chose collectively, you leading the charge, which please, yes. Which I don't know what that means, and we're simply going to put it on here, smear on some goo, which is simply our paint that's thickened, so it makes it easy for, because you're like, man, I don't know what I want to do. I want to make sure it matches the colors. So we make it easy. It's going to be kind of a Halloween themed mug anyway, with purples and greens and blacks. Just to make your experience better. So
that's easy enough. Wow.
Very easy. You smear it on, and then there we go.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
So, it is, right?
and I must point out that with the colors, they will definitely pop. The way they look right now is not what you're going to see once it's fired.
Correct.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to get started on the cat here, and so we're going to go in with the black. Is there the best way to do this?
No, just go at it. You've already, pre-done your brush. It's already got water on it, so go at it, start painting. Just make it yours. It is handmade. It is part of what you want to do. So
let's talk about, while I finish this, what else we have on the table, because you have everything from mugs to just decor.
Absolutely. So we've got a pumpkin that can be used for anything, paperweight you can put in your front yard, anything like that, coffee mugs, everything that we have here we glaze, so everything's food safe. You can drink coffee out of them. We have this cool box. You can use it for anything. It's coffin themed. So, and then we have different boxes of all different kinds, lanterns. But then on the very end is a Dios de Muerte guacamole bowl.
The process in the back, you dip it right, and then how long before people get their pieces?
No more than 7 days. It takes about 28 hours to fire the piece. So we promise a no more than 7-day turnaround to make sure you get your piece relatively quick.
Perfect. Okay, and then the quickest way to book some time here?
So there's no reservations needed. We're open 10 to 9 every day. There's 4 days a year we're closed. So otherwise, just come on in. No reservations, no time limits. You walk in. We have party packages if that's your thing. You want want to book a party, we have that. Also team events, team building, bachelorette parties, all that. You can do all night online. Otherwise, if you want to come in date night, bring in your better half and have a good time.
And I know you have an upcoming Halloween event.
We do have an upcoming Halloween event. We are BYOB friendly. Come pick a piece and paint and go from there.
Thank you, Wayne.
You're very welcome.
So much. Come visit them. They are located off Huebner and I-10 in the Strand
Correct.
Shopping Center.
Yes, ma'am.
For more information, head to our website, salive.com. Click the As Seen on SA Live tab or scan the QR code on your screen.
Okay. If you blinked, the forecast has not changed at all. Mornings in the mid-60s, afternoons near 90 degrees for the high temperature. It is warmer than average, but it's not horribly hot. We're not pushing records or anything like that. It can be this hot in October sometimes. The thing that's the most depressing is that we really have not seen any rain, and there's no hope for any rain really in the next 7 to 10 days, guys.
Goodness. But because, I mean, we're thinking about Halloween, like people are thinking, you know, holidays. It's too far in advance to know, but there's a chance maybe that it could be like a little bit cooler. No.
Perhaps.
Like we don't know yet.
What we don't know right now, what I'm seeing for Halloween is that it's going to be kind of like what we're dealing with.
Okay,
right now.
but it's not going to be hotter than this.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So that's okay for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah,
I think they don't want the rain on that day.
It would be nice to have a little jacket on Halloween,
That
so
would be
hopefully
true.
things will change. We'll keep you posted.
Well, I was trying to be the positive one. Look at me.
Way to go, Courtney. You're growing.
I'm usually the positive
I know,
one.
she really is. She really
Mia and I just had a problem this weekend. But we're back on the positivity train.
All right.